Chapter 8, Next Steps. After seeing a psychic vision of Gray's ex at the pool on the night of his death, the two of you rush outside into the garden. So it looks like Vivian might have been the one who killed you. I honestly still can't quite believe it. But look at that. Just when I thought all hope was lost, we found another lead. Feel Gray's excitement as you run, and you find yourself bouncing on the balls of your feet. This has to be it. And you were so certain about Peter. Can you blame me? All signs pointed to him. I mean, you saw him. He practically is murdered, written all over him. Laughter bubbles up in your chest as you and both Gray giggle, warmth filling you even as you barely have a chance to breathe. As it would turn out, the signs were pointing to your ex the entire time. Now we just have to find her. I'm surprised she wasn't here tonight, actually. That's alright. We're one step closer to the truth. We ruled Peter out, and we have a new suspect. Pretty good work for a single night, if you ask me. And hopefully there won't be much more after this. You know, it's awfully rude to leave a lady all by her lonesome. You turn to see Yoshiko floating over to join you, and as she arrives, Gray steps out of your body. You shiver at the loss, suddenly feeling empty and cold, like a piece of you is missing, like Gray had filled a hole you didn't even know was there. You alright, Iris? It just feels a bit strange. I think I've gotten kinda used to sharing a body with you. I'm sure it'll pass. So, what's the plan for the rest of the night, birds? Where are we headed next? Well, showing up at Vivian's house this late would not go over well, and Alexandra will probably have a better idea of how to go about this. Then we should just head home and plan on talking to her first thing in the morning. Ugh, and what am I supposed to do until then? I didn't realize you wanted to help. Of course I do. This is the most entertainment I've had in decades. Parties are great and all, but they all blur together after a while. A sorrow deep in her eyes is familiar to you. You've seen it echoed in the faces of all the ghosts you've helped. You've gotten bored, Yoshiko. You don't have to stay here. You can always move on. No. But you've been losing your memories. What does that matter anyway? I haven't lost anything important. Would you even know if you did? What's the point of all this partying if you can't even remember it? Are you even still having fun anymore? Of course I am! I mean, just last night I was at a rave and we were all jumping to the beat. It was incredible. Like you were part of a group and you knew exactly what you were supposed to be doing? See, you get it! That's why parties are so great. And it doesn't bother you that they don't see you? I'll admit, it has been nice having the two of you to talk with. But that's exactly why I want to help you figure out who killed Gray. That's way better than moving on business. Yoshiko, is the reason you don't want to move on because you're scared? No! Maybe. I get that. The unknown is terrifying, especially when you've been doing the same thing for as long as you can remember. Gray puts a hand on Yoshiko's shoulder, giving it a comforting squeeze. But I've seen a ghost move on. It was beautiful. I've never felt that at peace before. Well, if it's really that swell, then maybe I ought to give it a try. I only stuck around this long because I wanted a chance to do all the things I hadn't got to during my life, and I've accomplished that. I'd say your afterlife has been very full. Well, I've done almost everything. I still haven't been to an amusement park. It didn't seem to, it'd be as fun without a group. Lucky for you, there's an amusement park just down the road, and you've got a group right here. There's a Ferris wheel and a carousel, carnival games, not to mention all the junk food you can eat. Gray bumps your shoulder playfully, causing a shiver to run all the way down your arm as he flashes you a grin. They even have a tunnel of love. Gray looks at his pocket watch and quickly checks the time, making you smile. And look at that, we've got plenty of time, nothing but time, in fact. Maybe you do, but us mortals still have a bedtime. And that's still not for a few hours. You'd really do that for me? It's not me you have to convince. What do you say, Iris? I know I wouldn't mind spending more quality time together. Time when we aren't trying to solve a murder. Well, let's get a giggle on. The three of you walk back to your car and head down the road, following Gray's directions. Have you ever been to an amusement park before, Iris? I always wanted to go. Wait, let me get this. You were too busy with work. Without taking your eyes off the road, you swat your hand in the passenger seat, the slight tingle telling you that you hit your target, but Gray only laughs. Haha, laugh it up. I'm just saying, when I wanted to do something, I just did it. Not all of us can be rich, rebel bad boys. Even if we want to be. Well, tonight we're rectifying this for both of you. As you step into the amusement park, you take in all the lights, smells of fried food, crowds of smiling and laughing people. Oh my goodness, it's magnificent. More so than I thought possible. And you only have to pay for one person. That's definitely something magical about it. That's for sure. You turn to find Gray isn't taking in the park at all, but looking right at you. Your cheeks flush, but as he notices your gaze, he smirks. See, I'm full of good ideas. Full of yourself, more like it. That's part of my charm, though. You roll your eyes and turn back to Yoshiko, who's practically jumping up and down in excitement. Just look at the castle and the games and the food and the rides. I don't even know where to start. Why don't we ride the Ferris wheel? Gray leads you over to the Ferris wheel and you all crane your necks to peer up at it. Can't they see Gray, though? It's so high up. Yeah, that's what makes it fun. And I bet the view is to die for. Word choice. Makes the second die pun. The three of you get situated in the seat, only there isn't quite enough room for all of you. So Gray winds up sitting half in you as the wheel whirls to life and starts moving. Isn't this cozy? He shifts, an electric hum buzzes up your thigh, though, through every place you're overlapping, making you gasp. Yeah. The lights below are reflected in his eyes, mesmerizing, but Yoshiko's laughter draws you back to yourself. Wow, you can see the whole park from up here. I told you the view would be worth it. When you reach the top, a cool breeze gently moves your seat, but with Gray pressed so close you hardly even notice the cold. This just gives me an idea. Oh no. Gray begins to rock the seat back and forth, grinning widely. Your stomach ties itself in a knot, but his laughter is infectious. Woohoo! Stop it. I can hear it creaking. Oh, you're no fun. After the ride, you regroup by the food stands, all three of you practically drooling as you get close. Oh, I haven't had cotton candy and popcorn in 100 years. They had cotton candy 100 years ago? And for once, that's literal. You know you can step in Iris's body if you want to taste it. I see how it is. Just volunteering my body for possession. But would you, Iris, please? Yoshiko's eyes are round and pleading, and you heave an exaggerated sigh. Of course you can. Let me just buy some food first. You ever go read a word and then all of a sudden your tongue's like, blah, 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 blah. That's me right now. You're the best. With a pile of junk food in your hands, the three of you find a table away from most of the crowd. All you gotta do is step into me. Yoshiko beams as she hops into your body, sending a wave of giddy happiness through you in the process. Whoa, this is weird. Time for a bite of cotton candy. Mm-hmm. Wonderful sugary goodness. Popcorn, try a handful. Just like I remember. No offense, Yoshiko, but I am not missing out on the corn dog, so either make some room or get out. So bossy. Yoshiko slips out of your body and Gray quickly takes her place, but unlike the jolt you felt the first time, his presence only makes you relax. Miss me? Just eat your corn dog. It's all yours, Gray. There's nothing like fried food. This is true. He's grown, and the tone of his voice makes your heart race, but then he steps out of you, leaving you longing once more. What's next? Well, you can't come to an amusement park and not play the games. Also, you forgot something to drink. But aren't they rigged so they're really difficult to win? They definitely are. Just look at the game where you have to knock over the bottles. They're all weighed on the bottom, so it's nearly impossible. And you want me to waste my hard-earned money on an impossible game? Well, I'd say you got a bit of an advantage between your psychic stuff and your ghost friends. In that case, I'll use my psychic powers. I'm starting to think I might be a bad influence on you. It's just a harmless game, and I'm determined to win. I think we've unlocked something in her. You step up to the game booth, pay to play, grab a ball. Closing your eyes, you see a vision of a girl throwing the ball at the bottom left bottle, the whole tower collapsing. So, that's where the weak spot is. You inhale and square your shoulders, take aim, toss the ball. It hits the bottle perfectly, causing all the others to topple to the ground. We have a winner. Ah, that's my girl. Which prize are you going to get? You look over all the massive plushies hanging above you. Why don't you pick one for me, Gray? I can't choose. Gray points out, straight away, an adorable corgi wearing a crown. Gotta reuse that sometime. Guess you're coming home with me. How can you say no to his cute little face? It's the puppy dog eyes. They get you every time. Noted. You tuck the stuffed animal under your arm as the three of you wander further into the park. There's one last thing I need to do here. I'm going to ride that massive roller coaster and scream my lungs out. That's gonna be a hard pass for me. After all the junk food, I do not want to risk getting sick. I'll be sure to have enough fun for all three of us. As Yoshiko darts away, Gray turns to you with his usual trademark smirk. Yoshiko's gone, so you know what that means. Time for the Tunnel of Love. Seriously? Why not? I knew you'd never be able to resist me. He waggles his eyebrows playfully, and you shake your head, unable to keep the smile off your face. Maybe I just want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth. These tickets weren't cheap. No shit. He leans in close, and you can't help but look down at his lips. Your breath hitching. He chuckles as he pulls back. Whatever you have to tell yourself. Also, they got rid of the glow around him, by the way. He just looks more human now. The two of you get in the boat, Gray's shoulder pressed up against yours, so your skin is left tingling. Bit of a tight fit. I think that's kind of the point. As the boat floats down the low-lit tunnel, Gray gives a dramatic yawn, stretching out his arms or resting one behind you. Oh, you're not nearly as smooth as you think. Gray brings his other hand up to your face, cups your cheek, just barely hovering over it. You sure about that? Your eyes slowly fall closed, and you find yourself leaning forward, his lips just barely brushing against yours. Pull back. You pull back, cheeks heating. There's a flash of disappointment on his face, but it's gone in an instant. Sorry, I just got a little carried away there. He looks briefly down at your lips, lingering, but when he smiles, he doesn't quite reach his eyes. These places tend to do that to people. All too soon, your boat comes back to the start, and you and Gray slowly disembark. We better find Yoshiko. It's getting late. Probably about time we wrap this adventure up. The two of you meet up with her in front of the castle, just as fireworks start to explode overhead. Whoa! The perfect end to the perfect night. What do you think, Yoshiko? Have you done everything you wanted now? Thanks to you two. I had forgotten how nice it is to have friends. She smiles softly, her face lit by the colors of the fireworks above. I think it's time. Is this what it feels like to see your child graduate high school? I thought this moment would never come. Your faith in me is appreciated. You're beginning to sound like Iris. It's definitely time for you to go. She laughs, but before she looks to you for guidance, swaying nervously in place. So how do I do this? It's very simple. Just close your eyes, relax, and think of what makes you happy. What brings you peace. And I guess I should say thank you for everything you've done for me. I'll miss you. I know we haven't known each other for very long, but I don't think I could have survived all these rich people without you. Iris, you're not making this any easier. Don't worry, Yoshiko. I'll look after her. Tears brim in her eyes, falling as she closes them, but there's a gentle smile on her face as her body begins to glitter and fade away. She's with the stars now, just like Abuela. He stares at the sky above you, expression unreadable, but he turns towards you as your hand brushes his. You did that. You really got through to her. I was kind of surprised how eager you were to help. I think you might be rubbing off on me. He grins, face softening as he meets your gaze, and you find yourself lost in the deep pools of his eyes. You reach out to cup his cheek, the soft tingle of his touch making you feel more at ease than you can ever remember. You don't give yourself enough credit. He leans his face into your hand, the crackle of electricity between you making you shiver. Neither do you. Something else we have in common. While you wish you could linger in this moment, to never let it end, you force yourself to step back in Gray, heading home in comfortable silence. The next morning, you and Gray sit at the dining table as you sip your coffee. I figured I'd head over to see Alexandra right after breakfast. Don't you mean we? I'm not sure if that's the best idea. I thought we were past all this. You reach across the table to put your hand over his, and his frustration melts away. It's not that, it's just that seeing you again, it might really be hard for her. Oh. I hadn't thought about that. But maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Maybe it's just what you both need. This could be your chance to say goodbye. I know that's what I was trying to get you to do when we first started all this, but it's bound to feel different when you're able to do the talking yourself and you can really be face to face. His expression falls, somehow even more melancholy than before. It makes your heart ache. It's not something I ever thought I'd have to think about, having my last conversation with my sister. Gray, I didn't mean... Are you sure about this? If you trust her, then so do I. You arrive at the Morrison Winery, with Gray possessing you to stay hidden. Alexandra opens the door, eyes wide, as she ushers you inside. Iris! Did everything go alright last night? I lost track of you after the auction started. Looks like we got here before an opening, so there shouldn't be anyone else around, except for Curtis. I actually have some good news and bad news. She chews the inside of her little cheek, a crease forming between her brows. But before I get into all that, is Curtis around? He's working, but don't worry. I'll relay everything to him, word for word, promise. Sorry, Gray. I was hoping you'd get a chance to see him too. He's probably for the best. I don't think the skeptic in him could handle it. Okay. Alexandra, brace yourself because this is probably going to look really weird. With that, Gray steps out of your body. He gives Alexandra a hesitant smile as she gasps. Gray, how are you? Hey, you look like you've just seen a ghost. Tears well up her eyes. She practically throws herself at Gray to give him a hug, only to nearly fall in the process. Oh, sorry, I thought... I'm visible, but I still can't touch anything. Never mind that, you're here. That's all that matters. I've missed you so much. I've missed you too, Lex. Your eyes also begin to sting with tears. You try to subtly wipe them away, only for Gray to raise a questioning eyebrow. I'm reunited so many families, but this is a first for me. It's reminding me why I do this. You've forgotten? Oh, you're such a smartass. No, but sometimes it's easy to get in my head about it. To view every ghost is just a job I have to do. But they aren't. They're people. Helping them reconnect with loved ones. It's changing lives. It certainly changed mine. Maybe taking all those breaks has given you a new perspective. You can't take credit for all of it, but it did help. You weren't kidding when you said you had good news for me. But you also mentioned some bad news. Does this have anything to do with Peter? I mean, yesterday you thought he could have... It wasn't Peter. But we do have reasons to believe that Gray was murdered. Gray, I'm so sorry. I should have been there. Maybe I could have... Hey, there wasn't anything you could have done. And you don't remember who did it? No, my memories from that night are a little fuzzy. Probably because of how much I had to drink. But we do have a new suspect. We think that Gray's ex, Vivian, might have been the one responsible. Her face instantly hardens, fire burning in her eyes. Then we'll take her down. If she killed my brother, she's going to pay for it. As much as I'd love to see that, Iris and I do need to get some evidence first. Even just talking to her face to face could help. Then you're in luck. She's at a fashion show this evening. And you can get us in, right? I'm still Alexandra Morrison, but me and Curtis will have to actually watch the show, so you'll have to deal with Vivian on your own. We can handle. Whoa. Whip around a Gray just as the blue aura you're used to seeing flares back up. Alexandra looks between you and Gray, panicked. Gray, what's happening? Where'd he go? Alexandra... It's nothing to worry about. Well, I'm worried about it. Are you sure? I mean, I've never had a ghost become visible in the past, so I can't be 100% certain. But if I had to guess, I'd say that he just used up too much energy being visible, and he needs to recharge. What am I, some kind of battery? Yes, technically. So there's a chance I'll get to see him again? Possibly, though it's probably for the best right now, since we need to sneak around the fashion show. It'll be a lot easier than sharing a body, considering how badly it went last time. Gray chuckles, flashing you a grin. I'm sure you wouldn't find it that bad. I think you're imagining things. It was just the only way you could come with me to the auction. Did you forget that I could hear your thoughts, feel what you felt? You liked it? Your cheeks flush and you look away, making Gray laugh. Hang on, the two of you were sharing a body last night? By the time you and Curtis found us, we'd gotten it together, but before that, it was not pretty. Don't talk about yourself that way, Iris. You're always pretty. I mean, not as pretty as me, but... You roll your eyes and Alexandra laughs at your side. I can see your expression that he said something to mess with you. He's always messing with me, but I'm sure he'll be on his best behavior tonight when we're looking into Vivian. Where's the fun in that? That night, you arrive at the fashion show with Alexandra and Curtis, Gray floating just behind, invisible to everyone but you. I'll let you two find seats. I'm gonna check out the rest of the place. Not interested in any clothes, Iris? I'm more interested in the people who wear them. Said no one ever. It's our first time at an event like this, honey. Let her explore. In that case, you should know the best perks are the free drinks. You give Curtis a smile, and as you go to leave, Alexandra catches your arm, leaning in close to whisper, "Be careful." It's surprisingly easy to get backstage with all the commotion and models going to and from the runway. I don't see Vivian anywhere. Lucky for you. There's half a dozen pieces of eye candy. You probably know where she's at. Shaking your head at Gray, you approach a model just as she steps backstage. Hey, you did an amazing job out there. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm always so nervous I'm going to trip or something and ruin the whole show. Are you here for an interview? Not exactly. I was actually wondering if you could help me find Vivian. She's probably in her private room. She doesn't really talk with us newbies, not until we prove ourselves. But I'll tell her assistant that you're looking for her. Before you can say another word, the model scurries away, disappearing into the throng of people working backstage. Vivian sounds like a real piece of work. She is. I thought you hated people like that. Rich people who use their money as an excuse to treat people like garbage, people like your parents. She wasn't always that way. She was just particular about certain things, and I did break up with her, if that says anything. I thought that was because you never stayed with anyone for very long, not because she was mean. Well, we just clashed sometimes, but maybe it was worse than I thought, if she wanted to kill me. You weave through the models, dressers, makeup artists, only for one to abruptly step in front of you with a scowl. You're not supposed to be back here. I know, but I really need to talk with Vivian. Do you know... Oh, I see. You're with the tabloids, aren't you? What? No. If you're looking for a scandal, you won't find it here. We want nothing to do with people like you. The model turns on his heel and storms off, but in the hustle and the bustle of the show, no one else seems to have noticed. I'm so glad I never met him before. I feel like he would have clawed my eyes out. Let's just hope he didn't leave to get security. You hurry to the back of the room to get away from the crowd, where you find a door with Vivian's name on it, but as you go to knock, you hesitate. Come on, what's the worst that could happen? A whole lot, actually. You steel yourself and knock on the door. It immediately swings open to reveal Vivian, her expression already furious. So you're the one who's been asking everyone about me? What the hell do you want? I'm a friend of Peter's. He raved about how impressive your career has been, and after that I knew I had to talk to you. Peter would have told me if there was someone he wanted to introduce me to. Yikes, that backfired. Well, that was a while back. We actually met at one of Gray Morrison's parties. I thought you knew right away you wanted to talk to me. Why wait so long? Well, I don't have time for this. I'm on in a minute. Security, ever removed. Vivian shoves past you just as a bulky uniformed man walks around the corner, coming straight for you. If I see you near me again, you'll be hearing from my lawyers and the authorities. Vivian storms off, and you look around wildly as the security guard gets closer and closer. Gray, what do I do? But his focus is on something in the room behind you. You turn to look, only to see a beautiful pearl bracelet sitting on the vanity. Bracelet, I gave it to her for her birthday. So? You could use your psychic powers on it, and might show you something about the night I died. I don't have time to stand here and do a reading. Just take it. You can always return it later. It might be the key to figuring out what happened that night and to helping me remember. This is a diamond choice. You quickly snatch the bracelet off the vanity, stuff it in your bag, but just before security arrives to escort you out. You and Gray walk down the street from the event, and once you're gone a few blocks, you stop and take the bracelet out. I can't believe you convinced me to steal this. It probably costs more than my rent. There's the one who bought it. It absolutely does. But it'll be worth it if we can find out more about Vivian. You close your eyes, focusing on the bracelet, and feeling a series of emotions ripple through you. Affection, sorrow, something else you can't quite name. Frustration, perhaps? That's odd. What is? There's actually quite a few emotions coming off of it. Did the bracelet ever belong to someone else? No, I bought it brand new. I wonder if I'm not getting just how she felt about the bracelet then. Maybe it's that, and also how she felt about the person who gave it to her. That's great. If we know how she felt about me, we'll know if she's the one who killed me. I wouldn't count on it, but let's see if it holds any memories first. You close your eyes, focusing on the bracelet, letting all the emotions pouring off of it flood into you and pull you into a vision. You find yourself standing in a fancy restaurant, Gray and Vivian seated in a booth together. Happy birthday, Viv. I got this for you. You're the sweetest. Gray hands her a small box. When she opens it, her eyes light up. She sees her pearl bracelet. Gray, you shouldn't have. I like spoiling you. She holds out her wrist. Gray wraps the bracelet around it, clasping it in place. Best birthday ever. Gray smiles, but it's stilted. So, unlike the way he looks at you, it's like he's holding a piece of himself back. Of course. It's like he's not actually happy. Then the world falls out from under you, and you're sent zooming forward. You find yourself in Gray's house, a wild party raging. You spot Gray and Vivian facing each other across the room, the bracelet still on her wrist. The only thing you ever were good for was spending money on me. Vivian, you've gotta be. And she tosses her drink in his face, storms out of the room, taking the vision with her. What is it? What did you see? I saw the night you gave her the bracelet, and then I think it was the night you died. But she was yelling at you, saying that the only thing you were good for was buying her things. And she threw her drink in your face and left? His eyebrows furrow in confusion. I know there are holes in my memory, but I don't remember that at all. Did you talk to anyone about your relationship? Someone who might know about the relationship drama? Someone that you confided in? Just in case there's more than you don't remember? Curtis and Alexandra, but they wouldn't have let me stay with her if things had been like that. Gray frowns, scrubbing a hand down over his face. I don't know what we were arguing about, but she was angry enough to throw a drink at me. Who's to say she wouldn't get more violent? Oh man. Threw a drink in your face, or killed you. Man, that's a real close resemblance. That still doesn't explain why she feels sentimental about the bracelet. Maybe she regrets doing it. Lord knows I have plenty of those myself. You reach out, place your hand atop his shoulder, the familiar tingle setting you at ease. Gray, there's no excusing that. I don't care what you did to her in the past, she has no right to treat you like that. She definitely can't justify killing you. I'm not arguing that, I'm just saying things were complicated. Gray falls silent, you drop your hand back to your side. I'm sorry, I got us thrown out of the show before we could really talk to her. It's not your fault. And hey, the bracelet helped, we learned something I didn't remember. And it showed that Vivian had a motive of some kind that night. But as you head out, you can't help but replay the events of the night over in your head, wondering if you could have done better. And before we wake up and it's Groundhog Day. On the way back home, Gray is oddly quiet. He merely floats along as you trudge up the stairs to your bedroom. I can't believe how badly that went. I mean, I know we got the bracelet, but I'll probably never get a chance to talk with Vivian again. Not after what she said. You sink in your hammock chair with a heavy sigh. It feels like every time we get a step closer to finding out who killed you, we're pushed back 2 steps. I sometimes wonder if we'll ever figure this out. Hey, you gotta be kidding me. What's the matter? What's the matter? Are you seriously asking that? You jolt at the growl in his voice when he finally speaks, and you look up, he pins you with a furious glare. This isn't about you. You're not the one whose murder can't be solved. You're not the one who got murdered. Don't get mad at me. I'm not mad at you. Well, it sure seems that way. I'm mad at the entire situation, everything. We still don't have any concrete answers, and it's all taking so long. Let me guess, this is where he learns he can control things with anger or feelings. Frustrated tears prick at your eyes, and you surge to your feet as you struggle not to let them fall. I'm doing my best, okay? You're still able to live a normal life while I'm stuck as a ghost. You think I don't know that? You have no idea how hard this is. I'm around ghosts all the time, Gray. I might not be dead, but I know how you feel. He steps towards you, so you're standing nearly chest to chest, and you can practically feel the rage buzzing around him. No, you don't. You have any idea how hard it is to be around you all the time? His stomach abruptly drops, taking all your anger with it. I didn't... To be constantly reminded of the fact we can never be together. Yeah, well, if you hadn't have died, you wouldn't even know she existed. Great. You mean you want to be with me? You know what I'm talking about. With mixed messages you've been giving me. No, I don't. You're going to act like you haven't noticed this entire time. You flirt with everyone, Gray. Must just know it was genuine. I can't do this right now. Today has been awful already. You turn to storm back downstairs. Gray reaches for your arm. You feel the tingle of his touch, but when you go to pull away, it holds strong. Let go. Called it. You trail off as you both freeze, the two of you staring at where Gray's hand is wrapped around your wrist. His touch is soft, even as his fingers dig into your skin, and the electricity you're used to still strums between you. Gray, I'm touching you. I can feel it. His grip loosens as he strokes his fingers down your arm, leaving goosebumps in his wake. I can feel you. Oh, God. Hey, look at that. Before I get to say what I gotta say, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out, ways to support, whatnot. There's also the join and thanks feature on the channel. With that being said, one, I do apologize about this being late and not being uploaded and being readable on the day that it came out. TLDR, I'm in a lot of pain even right now. And to sit here and do this, it is very painful. So, yeah, no, I'm just going through a lot right now. So do keep that in mind. So please support the video if you liked what I did. Two, man, I swear in our community server, I pretty much told people this was going to happen. In the first couple of videos, I pretty much told people this was going to happen. And lo and behold, I'm right. I've been right this entire book. I get so tired of being right. I'm serious. I don't think you guys realize I'm tired of being right, especially about Pixelberry. It just gets kind of tiring, really, especially when you know where it's gonna go. Like, literally and figuratively. Don't worry, we're gonna end up doing physical bounce chicka wow wow with a ghost. I'm sure he has to charge up for that one too, right? And don't give me some BS about wishing him into the real world like that one ghost book, right? Don't do it. Just don't even with me. I'm just not. Because boy, talk about running out of ideas and not being original at all. Anyway, other than that, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, but yeah, anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.